giving me some issues. I'm going to have to figure that out. PME in the green, RydeOut in the blue. Last B matchup we'll have this weekend, unless something happens along the way. Batted down, incomplete. Just what you needed for PME. Turnover on downs. And here come the drums. Rematch of last year's MAFFL championship. And I know the live is still saying that whole return to nationals thing. The app I have is not letting me change the title. I don't know why that's a thing right now. I don't really want to look into it because it's going to take about probably an hour to fully get it. So I apologize for the misleading advertisement. This is not that documentary I tried that crashed and burned because I never got time to finish it. This is actually PME RydeOut. The second game of the day on this field. PME in the green collar. Not sure what the shade of that green is. Olive? Let's go with olive. Go olive. And RydeOut in their blue. 6:48, 0-0 here in the first. Rematch of the MAFFL championship from last season. First of actually 2 games from MAFFL we'll have today. We'll have Elite Rebels and Dream playing again next. And rematch from yesterday. So just got done KFFL versus Connecticut. And now we move on to back-to-back MAFFL matchups. Theo throws below the Q. Incomplete. Incomplete. RydeOut defense trying to stand tall against this very tough PME squad. Your defending B champions. They won back in January. Complete Q left side. Turn it up. Big catch by Q. First down. Big gain. And Q, what a long ways he's come, going back to 5.5 years ago when he came up I-81. Play on Too Much Talent in his first 9-man tournament. We had that clip a couple weeks ago during the TMT reunion. He had that big catch from a big pass from TJ Williams in that game, who's on the Killer Bees in this tournament. Could see a potential teammate reunion there in a game later on. We'll see. One tight, 4 wide. Complete. Going middle, big gain. First and goal. Motion. Fakes. Incomplete. Second and goal for PME. We're going to try to get around this offensive line. We try to usually go end zone, but the sun still is backlighting everything. Second of about 6 games we'll have for you. After this, it'll be Elite Rebels versus Dream, followed by the winner of that versus the Scorpions, and then Misfits and the Strong Island Bulldogs to follow. And then we'll wrap it up with the A Championship. If everything's good. I'm just here to stay. Let's have fun. It's a good time. Cue in the motion. Fake. Complete. Touchdown, PME. The drums are banging. Bang a drum. 6-0. PME. Continuing where they left off on RydeOut back in the fall. Down at Tucker Road. Continuing where they left off in the Grove. It's been less than a year since PME came back. Remember, this was a team that last had played before COVID at Worlds 2020. Sat out all of that year due to the virus. Did not return until May of last year. And even then, they were very makeshift. Kick is no good. 6-0 PME. Came back in May of last year. How you doing? How you feeling? Came back to a very tough MAFFL last year. Rampage and the Scorpions were in the league that year. In fact, they played Rampage very close, and they had them in that quarterfinal down at Tucker. They certainly had them beaten until a late hit penalty caused a first down for Rampage and then the ensuing game-winning score. But PME kept going strong all summer into the fall, where the run began. Dominated Maffle play last year. Not a lot of teams, if any, could hang with them. They were on a whole other level. They win the league. They return to circuit play at Capital Classic in the A. They come out there and they beat the Elite Rebels, Misfits, and Rampage, who had been the defending A champion of last season of that tournament. And an interception here.
Get him out.
Chico, house call. We've been saying this for a while too. The drums are banging. 12-0 PME. And there is an injured RydeOut player. I think that is Zell. Zell got hit, and he's walking off the field. He looks like he's all right, but Zell taken out on that play.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. What you up? Nice easy. Nice and easy. Out.
Kick is low, no good. 6-0. Or 12-0. 12-0 PME.
You know I be trying to get everything. I be trying to get everything.
Hey, great.
It's all good.
That's why I did wrong.
Zell left side, trying to catch there. Spree play. Pull right down. It's all about the run. PME made a Capital Classic. A champions. On day 2, they beat the Elite Rebels, handled them in that game. Upset the Misfits in the semifinals. And then were able to get a championship win over Rampage. A game that was just not close. 21-0 was early on. PME never looked back. And then after that, they just went all out at Nationals.
Let's go, out.
Demolished Baez Auto.
Let's work.
Came out there as well. They beat Show Me Football. Had some competitive games on Sunday. Catch down there. And a big game first down. There we go. How you feeling, Scott? And that's quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 12-0 PME. Second quarter underway, 12-point game. Right side complete. Pulled right down. One tight end, 4 wide receivers. RydeOut trying to get something going here. Zell throws it way up, incomplete. $12-0 here in the second. RydeOut in the blue, PME in the olive green. We had RydeOut yesterday for the 7-1-7 Elite game. 7-1-7 victorious in that, 18-7. Shout out to those guys. Pull right down. Great defense by PME. This defense is playing sharp right now. RydeOut has no answers. They got to do something soon, though. We'll be with this one as long as it's competitive. Well, you never know. There were 2 cutbacks yesterday. Remember, Evolution was up 20-0 on FOE before FOE rallied back with 3 scores in the fourth to win 21-20. And then their next game, Evolution went behind 12-0 to the Killer Bees before Evolution turned that around and won it 20-12. Anything can happen, but right now, RydeOut needs to get some kind of momentum. They have nothing on this PME attack. Motion. Zell. Got it right off. Big gain first down. Big gain for RydeOut. Just what they needed. PME 1-0-1 yesterday. They beat Gusto Land but tied the Steelers. A win there today here against RydeOut, and they'll have a rematch with the Steelers right after this down at the Baptist School. So they'll get another shot on them. RydeOut yesterday took 2 losses to Bad Boys and 7-1-7 Elite. Zell complete. That left side slot pulled right down.
Hey, watch this tight. Watch both of them. Hey, they blocking right. They blocking right.
Complete left side of it, complete. Could have had it there. Great defense on that left side. Or it would be the right side for PME, but left side from terms of where I was at. Third down coming. Winner of this game will take on the Steelers, who just beat the X-Dogs earlier. I'm going to try to check in on some things. I've been a little busy all morning. Sorry for the late start. And sorry for some of the technical issues we've had this weekend as well. My app is not working the way it needs to. I'm kind of concerned. We'll try to make adjustments if we get some time between games. I know we got Rebels and Dream coming up at 11:30. We're in the second here. They got started just on time after getting started earlier with the X-Dogs game. Zale. And incomplete. Fourth down coming up for RydeOut. PME loaded on that sideline. Trying to go back-to-back on terms of local tournaments. They won A at Capital Classic. But they are not the defending A champion of this region. Right now, that is the Elite Rebels. Although PME got the Rebels when they played at Capital Classic, and they will face off against them in Maffle this season. Should be some great matchups between those two down there. We're trying to make a trip down to Tucker Road or two. We'll see how everything goes. Right now, we're set to be back in the 4th state next weekend with Washington County kicking off week 2. If not, the backup is to head down to Tucker. We'll see. Zell. Incomplete. PME ball. And PlayMakers Elite is turning in quite the performance so far.
Lionel, watch the tight end.
Pre-snap whistle. Let's see what Keith's calling. We're too far back to really hear, though. I'm assuming it would be a false start on PME, though. Well, now he's pointing to RydeOut, I think. Let's see where the puck goes. See what China puts it. It's going back, so it's a false start on PME.
Hey, Lionel! Hey, if you're engaged and he's free, you gotta keep him.
Waiting for all that. Give it a second. Oh, man. Apologize, everybody. It's been a long weekend. 8th game so far. Got about 4 more to go after this. Fake. Has the player wide open. Got it. Money. Big play. Sorry for the backlighting. Either way, it's a touchdown. Bang the drum loudly. It's 1.5 according to Don. The sun made it hard for me to see down there toward the end. So down to the 1.5, and the drums bang a little too prematurely. Maybe even closer than that. I heard Don say it last second. Could not tell, so he's short. Still 12-0. RydeOut, I don't think realized that some of their players, I think, thought they did score. I thought they scored from where I was standing. I didn't see the pool. Sun is directly in our eyes back here. But it's starting to get more towards the central of the sky, which helps because it allows us to see a little better. PME is arguing he has both flags on.
I put it. You put it back on. He did not pull his flag. I was right there. did get the flag, but as soon as he pulled, he got it.
While he's running? No.
No,
he had
over
both
here.
flags going in.
No.
Oh, he ran. Okay.
Hey, tell you what. Ain't none of that shit back right there.
Hey, we're riding that shit back. You put it back.
Well, talk it over.
Charlie Blaze, we need an instant replay. We need an instant replay. We have to pause the live for an instant replay. He do that because he know he pulled that damn flag.
Well, the debate is that he pulled a flag or not. Have a correction.
That's between me and you, though, Scott. How do I? Defense. It's the ref call. Don't change your call.
Well, we'll talk it over. As it stands, the call is that they are down short of the end zone. PME argued he had both flags as he went in. RydeOut says the flags were put on after the fact. I didn't have the best look. In the comments, you guys might know. I can't read them, though, until I get a second phone for this. We're working on it. PME short, I guess. There we go. About 2 minutes to go and a half. Let's go end zone. We'll stay with this one as long as it's competitive. Dio. On the right side. Touchdown. $18-0. And PME has scored just as many points, almost. 18. You guys got to make those conversions. You got the offense right. You the special teams right next. Everything else is on point. Extra point pending. RydeOut's biggest success so far has been special teams. They got that match won so far. But other than that, PME is just going all out. We'll see what happens, but I believe PME gets the ball back to start the second half. Stand back.
Yes.
19-0.
Hey, no. Hey, listen. You know football. You took the fucked up angle. You did. No, he wasn't going to catch it. He should have never went there. Should have got held though. He should have never went there. Don't make it right, Dio. You better get outside. Did he get held? Come on, man. Yeah, he got held.
19-0. We're under 2. Right side complete. Pull right down. Short of the first. 138 to go. Zell. Pull right down. See what RydeOut does here. First down. Elite Rebels at Dream is slated to kick off at 11:30. That'll be our next game, followed by the winner of that versus Incomplete. 26 seconds. 46, my bad. 4 and a 6. No 2. It's twice the amount. Beautiful view out there. Really love looking at the scenery here. Well, had it back in his face, incomplete. PME's D-line getting to be a little much for RydeOut right now. Sail, left side, complete. Run it down the field. This might be what they needed, actually. Yes, sir. Touchdown, RydeOut. (19-6). Wow. And that might have saved the game. A couple minutes ago, we were talking about possibly cutting away, but RydeOut's still alive. They're not done yet. 19-6, 13-point game. And we're still in the second quarter. So technically speaking here, RydeOut has a chance to get back in here with another stop ahead. This team is far from done. They are ready to play. "30 seconds. Sun's behind us. Nothing much to do there. Or else we'd be facing the other way. Complete right side. No, incomplete. 30 seconds to half, 19-6. And I want to say PME gets the ball back to start the second. Okay. So RydeOut needs a stop here. You cannot afford to score before half, especially if PME does get the ball back. Like it. 13-point game. Winner of this will play the Steelers over on the Baptist field. There's the City Baptist School for their help.
Back up! D-line, back up!
Same here for Northside Soccer Complex. We'll get around Don real quick. Instead of getting in Don's way like I had before. Pitch to that left side, and oh boy. Got to pull a flag. That's a hold. I might have seen, no hold, no hold. Timeout, and there's an injured PME player.
I'm letting that alone. There's 2 refs over there. Do you know if he's a jump or not, though? You ain't even see it. No, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just asking. If he's trying to pull my flag,
stop, bro. One stop.
Injury right now. We're going to talk to Scott Reynolds real quick. Scott, Day one yesterday, 1-2 were the Rebels, but you guys were in every game in those 2 losses, the Scorpions and Bulldogs. You got Dream right away to start the morning. What is your game plan coming into this second game of Dream, having just played them yesterday?
Same thing, win.
I like it.
Play our game, that's it.
See, the Rebels could pull it out back-to-back in April.
Ain't nothing new for us. We're used to being the underdogs anyway, so.
Major opportunity for this team to go back-to-back at A tournaments.
Yes, sir, we'll see. That's our plan. That's our plan.
We'll see.
I need everybody to show up.
That is the biggest key. Scott Reynolds, captain of the Elite Rebels, trying to go back-to-back at A tournaments. It's been a while since the team has done that. Complete left side, pulled right down. Right side the first, or? Timeout is called. Let's head down the field. PME RydeOut. They're going to play at least 2 more times at the very least this spring. MAFL play and playoff play.
seconds.
12 seconds. PME, they have a chance. They're very close. That's 40, that's 20, that's end zone. They're at the 41-ish.
Hey, I'd rather Lionel and Roe switch, man. Hey, nothing behind y'all, D.
Oh, tipped it out of bounds. That could have been easily a catch. I hear you, Scott. I know I'm messing with. I know I'm messing with you. I heard my name. I looked back.
Hey, what's the only answer I can get?
That's a good answer, though. You don't want to give away the game plan on live.
You don't play in the box. Keep rushing, Jay. You good. You good, Jay. You good.
13-point game. We're going to go down here because one can assume that's where the action's heading. Timeout, RydeOut. This is plenty of time. Yeah, I got the next 4. Could be 3 though. We'll see. I'll try to get around Ben too. Try to get a good shot of DO. There we go. Lead to that left side. Pitch back, and that's dead. And that should be half. Yes, sir. So at halftime, RydeOut gets a stop. And they trail PME 19-6. We'll be right back. Here we go. Second half. Fixed some things at halftime on my end. 19-6 in favor of PME. Like I said, we'll stay with it as long as it's competitive. Give it about another, see what happens. If PME scores again and RydeOut can't, we'll move on. We technically got about half an hour to the next game. Could be a little later depending on how long this one runs. Winner of this game has to travel to the other field to play the Steelers. PME coming together. I'd walk over there. Zoom in on the action down there. They got a 13-point lead. You best bet they're very confident. Trying to get another win on RydeOut. Remember, they beat them back in October for the MAFFL championship. Here we go. Back over here. RydeOut down here. Waiting for kickoff here in the second half. Winner to advance to the quarterfinals to play the Steelers. Loser to head home. Elite Rebels and Dream next. We come back here actually. Out of the back of the end zone. Down there. All right, second half. Second half of PME RydeOut. There we go. One tight. Got about two on the right, two on the left. Dio bobbling it. Brought it himself. Look at this. Dio take it off. Oh, pitch a little too low. They threw that behind the back. Gotta give credit. Hell of a run. Big gain, first down for PME. Almost got him off. Sides. That complete. See over that PME attack. Looks like he's raising it straight up.
I know they did the same thing on both sides. They got the ball open.
PME came about in 2018. They won MAFFL in their first season at fall of 18, beat RydeOut for it. They've then started three-peat in MAFFL. Undisputed 2019 champion of the league, spring and fall. They played some circuit ball along the way. Remember 3 years ago at Ocean City, they were in a quarterfinal with main event. A 28-21 main event victory. Oh, they had that one. D.O. tagging off. Oh, pitch goes out of bounds. Those pitches are hard to catch because I'm so zoomed in on where D.O.'s running. He just throws them. Playing with no fear whatsoever. PME trying to get a win here on day 2. 1-0-1 yesterday. And timeout is called on by RydeOut. 1-0-1. They tied the Steelers and beat Gusto Land. D.O. right side. Complete. And out of bounds. 13-point game.
Fix your flag. Fix your flag.
RydeOut began 2006. I was a freshman in high school. Way back when. 31 this weekend. Last 8 years of it spent in 9-man. Spent about 4 years when I was a kid following the sport. 4 fall seasons in a row. 97 to about 01. 25 years later. Actually talked to a player earlier. Both our fathers had met up against one another in states back in 97. Mr. Brian Brooks, who we'll see later on today for Dream. Intercepted. Big return coming. Oh! Right up in all the action. Little dog wasn't fazed by it. RydeOut back in it. RydeOut. And it looks like there's going to be a late hit on PME, which adds 15. And that is what RydeOut needed. Momentum for RydeOut.
He's the blocker. What you talking about?
Plus 15. That's a first down. Wow.
I don't know. I just saw him push it. I know. D.O. took the blocker out. D.O. took the blocker out. Get the fuck out. I keep telling you. I don't know who threw the flag, but these refs suck.
Hey, I think his glasses are blinders. They're not really glasses. He can't see shit.
Those are Scott's words, not mine.
Oh yes, it was mine.
I get pinned for that stuff, so that's on you.
I've been saying it since yesterday, so everybody knows.
Hey, so
I have respect for everybody. I love everybody. Y'all my guys.
Please take on the blocker.
Trying to get a good angle. I can't decide. Complete left side or right side.
Turn this into softball.
How you feel? Good. Should be a good game out there today. Looking forward to it.
Throw a flag on the quarterback taking out the blocker. Hey, contact forward.
Sad and Scott are claiming that D.O. was the one who took out the guy for his own player. I didn't get a good look. I was on the field. I try not to get involved in the decision-making process. Complete left side, pull right down. RydeOut starting to move the ball a little bit. It's a 2-score game still. They're not done yet. If they get a score here, then all of a sudden, it's the football pants. I'm so sorry. Is that the Tickle Time pants I heard about? Rep it all YAFFL, Wolverines and Tickle Time, because that's a thing. That's. Oh my God! We have the Tickle Time jersey on the circuit.
You got you.
Someone's got to wear that.
I'm not mad.
Scott wasn't. He wasn't a Sesame Street guy growing up. He was more Mr. Rogers guy. Let's send him back in. Zale, right side, complete. Is that a first? Looks like it. Yes, sir. Keith signals first down. Just what they needed. We'll stay back here. The sun is starting to get a little towards that way, but I'm still, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to turn towards the right side and get hit with it. Rather stand in front of it.
My bad. Yeah, it's his fault. Hey, we got tight over here.
Zell and RydeOut trying to come back late. 13-point game. PME look like they're going to bring 5 here. Screen left side. That's been the counter to it. Good play call. RydeOut is adjusting to this pass rush. And right now, PME, some pressure being put on them, because if RydeOut scores here, all of a sudden, PME's only up by a score. After it was 19-0 earlier. It was not that long ago at PME was up 19-0. But now it's starting to feel like a distant memory because RydeOut has turned this game around. The Elite Rebels warming up. They got Dream next. And then the winner of that will play the Scorpions, followed by Strong Island Bulldogs and the Misfits for the semis. And then the A Championship. Right side, there is nobody covering that side. Big gain. There was a hole. You could have driven 3 trucks through. PME getting out schemed right now. RydeOut is winning that war. And it's only been in the last 20 minutes of this game. It was 19-0 just before halftime, and we were thinking about pulling the plug. But RydeOut scored before half. They stopped PME before half. They get a pick on PME's next drive. Now they have a chance to get down here and score. And you got to talk about the swing there after that pitch that was late. Had he ran it in and scored, all of a sudden we could be talking about a 3-score lead right now for PME still. But at the moment, RydeOut has a shot to get back in this game with a touchdown here. The drums have gone quiet. Zell, the veteran experience, intercepted. Great play, and that is devastating if you're RydeOut. Corner called. So at the end of the third quarter, the score is 19-6, and RydeOut's last gasp might have just sealed their fate. An interception in the end zone, and the drums are starting to sound again. All it takes is one play. Anything is still possible. Remember, FOE came back yesterday down 20. So did Evolution, down 12. Evolution on both sides of that, blowing a lead and coming back from a deficit. We'll try to get some B coverage on terms of what's going on. I got no info. I've been just out here filming all day. We haven't really stopped. We're just here to wrap up the weekend before we head back home. I'm back next Sunday morning for some Washington County flag football action. It gets off at 9 a.m. with Demons, the Death Row Demons, taking on Top Gun. Followed by the Misfits. We'll have them today against Strong Island, but they're going to have a challenge of their own when they take on Top Gun at 10:10 and the Demons at 11:20. And what will be a rematch of last year's Keystone Flag Football League semifinal. Remember, the Demons went up 10-0 on the Misfits early on before 3 touchdowns later occurred and the Misfits won. Misfits, however, fell short in that championship game to the Wolverines, quarterbacked by TJ Holston and featuring some of those elite Rebel players we'll see today. Could there be some sort of quasi rematch coming? Completing the slot to Chico. Oh my. He's been doing this for years. Chico turning up. The 2018 Washington County Spring Championship MVP. Remember, he had 2 picks and a touchdown against ADR that were very critical to AFN's 20-14 win in that championship game. 4 years back now, and here we are years later. He's still doing the same thing he did back then for the affiliates. Now on PME. And his impact has been there since he came aboard. He was with Rampage most of last year and the year prior. Could be seeing them again today. Now with PME, and this team just has picked up pieces over the last year. We talk about it. Gone they were for over a year and a half. Wow, he got it off somehow. Still going. Cut it back outside. We got a touchdown. The drums sound. 25-6. 19-point game here in the 4th. Sun back here. Extra point coming for PME with a 20-point lead. We'll do RydeOut's next drive. Otherwise, that kick is good. 26-6. 20-point game here in the 4th quarter. We will cut away if RydeOut fails to score to get ready for Dream versus the Elite Rebels. For a moment there, it seemed like RydeOut had a shot to come back and win this one. Well, those hopes and dreams were dashed by a PME squad that has come out today and has kept that same high-level standard of play that they have had since their return last May. Less than a year later, what a journey this team has had. Point game. Motion. Zale. Incomplete. Incomplete, and that's been the story for RydeOut today. Dream versus Elite Rebels next. And then after that, Zell with one tight end, 4 receivers. Zell. Incomplete. $20-point game. RydeOut sideline is requesting that whoever is playing the music on PMEs, whether it's, I think it's PME who has it. Yep, it is. They requested that the music be turned down as it's causing a noise issue and lack of communication problems. Understandable. Zell. Incomplete. $20-point game. 4th down coming. And we will cut away if it is a turnover. Rush might call it though. We are close to 2, so this might be the last play in general if they fail to convert. And for RydeOut, a tough early exit and a tough weekend. 0-3. And along the way, they had a 2-point loss to Bad Boys, 11-point loss to 717 Elite. And here against PME, they're going to end up at 20. The way it's looking, they're going to end up with a margin here of minus 33 with an 0-3 record. And for RydeOut, the losing streak in tournament play continues. They have had a rough time traveling these last few tournaments. They went 0-3 at Tucker. I want to say they were 0-3 at Nationals as well. Might have been 1-3. 0-3 this weekend. They'll still cut into play. It's a tough draw with PME, no matter what you can say here. But they've had a rough weekend altogether. Incomplete. That'll do it. PME into the quarterfinals. They'll face the Steelers. They'll defeat RydeOut 26-6. I'm Joey Blaze. We'll see you in a little